Okay, we are live here. Mikael Avatar from Thailand, born in Sweden. I have my Sunday talk today. It's Sunday, so I have no clue what I'm talking about, but hope it will be good for you if you like to listen to me. Sunday talk, it's the resting day for me. I have 1 day a week I rest, not from the live streaming, but I rest. So the knowledge of the week. Um, there is a couple of movies I saw this week that caught my interest. One was a former life coach for me, Mike Pegg. He is in England. He had an interview on a broadcast, and he told about focusing on your strengths, on your best side in your life. He focuses only on that when he talks to people. He had a broad experience of this many years. And am I only average? That was another movie I saw from Ty Lopez. You who don't know who Ty Lopez is, you should check him out. I can put a link in the comment after this broadcast. I think I have some commission if I send you there. You have done these 67 steps for a good life. What's a good life? Enough money, freedom. What's a good life? And this 67 steps is from over 300 things that he find in his life that will connect to his success. And he couldn't really take 300 steps. Nobody will do that. So he put it down to 67. Really, it's a key. 66 is a key number, but he thought he couldn't have 66, so he put 67. And this is crucial steps for changing life so you can succeed with whatever you like to succeed with. So I will put a link after this show. I didn't prepare for that because I had no subject. But he said in a movie I saw the other day that to work hard, it's not enough. That's only 25%. You really need to work hard, but you have to surround you with the right people. When I trained for the Olympics, sorry, I don't want to brag about it, but when I focused on training for the Olympic, I moved where the best trainers were. I moved where the best situation for my training was. I talked to the best trainer. I educate myself with the best possible knowledge at that time that existed. Then I train hard too, but that's only 50%. So there is another 50% also. So to succeed, the more I learn about myself and how I succeed in some parts of my life, it's really complicated. And I feel that some days, no, I can't do this again. I have to start over. I give up, then I call some people and they give me inspiration so I can continue on my path. But if I don't have these people, I have given up long time ago. Seriously, long time ago. So focus is not enough. Working like very hard is not enough. You have to train your brain so you can see the new patterns in your life. That's not enough. There is so many moving parts in getting success. So many moving parts. It's insane. I have the privilege of talking to a lot of people over the years and hear their story, get insights from their world and how they are thinking, what they think people expect from them, what they think people see in them, and so on. And many people do it really right. They think right, they work right, they do all the stuff right, but it doesn't work. What's the problem? We all have the ingredients. I don't remember if I talked about it, but one guy I learned this week, I think it was this week, I don't remember, he said, if you bake a cake, you have sugar, egg, flour, all the ingredients for the cake. If you put the powder and the milk and you mix it and put it in the oven, and then you take out it from the oven, and then you put the egg and the sugar. That's not a cake. What we expect is a cake. And that's what we do, kind of. We have all the right tools, but we do it in the wrong way. We don't mix the egg and the sugar first. And that was a good picture for me to understand the complexity of striving, I think, against the goal to really go for something you really want. What do you really want? That's a big question. And when you have the answer inside you, then you really need to connect with people, with systems helping you to conquer that goal in your life, whatever it is where you want to go. I have part of my business. I help people on the internet, help people with Facebook ads, Google ads, and whatever, make websites and so on. I have really studied hard to understand this. 15 years ago, I did a course. It was called SPI. I looked maybe 50 movies from 10 minutes to 2 hours. And I made my first website, and I made 5-6 websites for customer. Some of those customers still have their main income from those websites. Still today, 15 years later. And they never e-schooled me a couple of years ago, 2 years ago, and I've seen maybe 300, 350 movies how to build a successful website. 350 movies. Most of them were longer than 20 minutes. That's a lot of hours. What happened now, when I talk to people about the website, I can really show this is how it works, this is what you have to do, this is the picture you need to see to create whatever you want to broadcast on your website or whatever clue that you want people to experience. And all these hours, I mean, it must be thousands of hours I have spent learning internet, the system, the things, apps, ads, whatever. To do that, you really need passion. Seriously. A passion is not enough. Because you have to develop your skills, your knowledge, reprogram your brain so you can understand this new stuff that you want to learn. And on the internet, it's really, really complicated. And it's really small things that make a huge difference. Huge difference how you do. Before, it was very simple to have 1 million views on YouTube. I have a movie, seriously, with 1.3 million views on YouTube. Go and check it out. It's called Kissed by a Wolf. It's Mikael Avatar. Search it on the YouTube. It's not on my channel because I lost the password 10 years ago. So I can't connect with it. I changed my email address and lose my password, so it's impossible for me to log into that website. So don't lose password without checking everything. But this was 10, 15 years ago. It was easy. Today, to have 1 million views, you really have to pay for it. You have to pay for it so the traffic starts to run. And then you will reach 1 million views. Same with Facebook, same with Google Ads, or whatever. You really have to pay some small sum, and you have to make, when they have looked this much, they get an ad for this much, and you have to create a whole system around whatever you want to get out with on internet. I love doing this complicated system thing, but what I love more is to have a new customer and explain this crazy internet world. Where should they start? One of my teachers said to me, the only thing you should focus on is giving the customer the next step. Not 10 steps, not 5 steps, the next step. people hire you for thinking, helping people to take the next step, whatever it is. Is it in life coaching, marketing, buy a painting for me, or whatever? Help people take the next step from their world. So you have to do research. Where are they in their life? What's the best possible step they can take to go a bit further on their path in life? That's the only thing you should focus on. And then you deliver that step. And when you deliver that step, they are surprised. Wow, what's next? You have to inspire people to take the first step. And when they are there, this is the next step, this is the next. And then you are going down their life path as an assistant coach, or what I should call it. So that simple it is. And I see people do this wrong. I mean, most people have everything they need to take the next step in their life. Everybody knows where they need to go for making their life working. They have the knowledge. They just need one to push them there, because generally we are lazy. Seriously, we don't want to do that, or we don't want to be uncomfortable. We don't want to spend the money there. We want it for free. Or whatever reason, we imagine that we put in our head. And that illusion we put in our head, that's oh, thank you so much, I'm not interested. So we have these illusions all the time in our life. I too, I have to constantly push myself, constantly take me out of my comfort zone. There's so many stuff I really don't want to do. Seriously. But when I've done them, I feel, wow, why didn't I do that last week, last month, 2 years ago, 10 years ago, 50 years ago? And we delay our life. I delay my life from achieving my success all the time, constantly. I need to tear down the walls that I built. And the walls, they are so comfortable. They are so fine. And I can put some color on them, and it looks nice. A nice bed, a TV that I can look at some bullshit that don't train my brain. And the more time I spend in this zone, the less I grow and the harder it is for me to break out and continue the path that I need to take in my life. And that's what I have to do. And I see all the people I talk with, normally in a coaching situation for me, 3 months, that's the breaking point of 3 months constantly helping people see new things in their life. Then they have their first really break. It takes 3 months, 90 days. I have talked about 90 days. The first 30 days, it's if you change your habits, 30 days, you have one break point. And that break point, it's like your habit that you create is not uncomfortable anymore. Like I have done over 50 live streams now. The first 30 days was hard, man. But now I'm 50, so I don't care. I just film every day, go up at a certain time, and I just do it, and then it's over, and then I free whole day. Next step is 60 days. After 60 days, something else happens. But it's really not before 90 days that things adapt in your system. It's like brushing your teeth. If you do it regularly, you don't even think that you're brushing your teeth. So 90 days is like the minimum standard that you have to push yourself to conquer. Whatever. You don't even have to be good. You understand? You only need to push yourself 90 days. So I have like 35 or 37 days to go to my 100 goals. And I set 100 because after 100, I can decide, do I really want to do this the rest of my life? Do I really want to push myself doing this? And because after 100 days, it's like brushing your teeth. You don't even notice the camera or the people are looking at you or they comment or whatever thing your illusion in your brain that you must have. It's gone after 100 days. So habits is very, very important. And the habit that you're doing, it must be inspiring for you. You cannot do a habit that's not inspiring and get a kick out of it. I see the grandchildren doing bicycle outside in the garden. When you're 3 years old, it's quite complicated to learn how to bicycle. But when you learn how to bicycle, you feel the freedom on running fast and doing the curve, whatever. And it's the benefit of learning bicycle. But it's really complicated. And that's only bicycle. If you take something complicated like learning internet ads, that's at least 100 hours of studies. Seriously, more than 100. If you don't have the passion to learn this, hire somebody who helps you, teach you some part of things. I teach people how to do some parts. I tell them, forget it, pay me instead, or get somebody who can take over this. The curve for learning, it's not right for that kind of person that you are. It's like 200 hours. you will give up long before you can do this in a high level. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I thought I have a thread that I lost, and it was average. Am I an average person? It's kind of hard to understand that maybe I am only average. I'm an average talker, average marketer, average whatever. And I was skilled in long jumping, really skilled, because I had the world record. So I was excellent in long jumping. But how many other things in my life are I'm excellent in? How many have I strived my life path to the extraordinary whatever thing? Not so many. I'm an average writer. I was kind of good in poetry. I did some poetry slam long time ago. Maybe I was a bit over average in poetry. In music, I'm certainly average, maybe a bit over creating music. But I have only done music 2 times this last year, and if you don't practice, it's gone. It's like drinking milk. You can only do that for 2-3 weeks. You cannot save the milk for 2 years and then drink it as it was fresh. You understand what I mean? So it's very complicated. You can't save your skills. You have to practice your skills. And for me, I tell people you have to practice every day. Period. Whatever you like to do, create in your life in the future, you have to practice it every day. Small steps. 5 minutes here, 10 minutes here. Not 5 hours. Don't save everything to Saturday or Sunday and you will fix it. Forget it. It's better to do small things every day. We all can manage to control 5-10 minutes every day, whatever you are doing. It's just committing to yourself like I do. I commit to myself, not to you. I commit to myself. I will do live streaming every day for 100 days, period. No excuses. My voice disappeared in the week. I still did my, that's the shortest video I made. It's 2.5, 3 minutes. I still talked. Even I had pain and I had to talk very quiet because my voice was really in bad shape. But I still did my live streaming and my goal is 100. That's a commitment to me. I don't need to show for any people or brag about it. Or it's only for me because I really want to learn how to do live streaming. And now I come up with this crazy idea that I'm doing a Sunday talk. And the Sunday talk is Mikael Avatar's talk. I talk whatever I want, and I hope it can inspire you in some ways. I think four people have told me they don't look at the movie. They turn the movie on, somebody lays on the sofa and just listen because the picture is the same. I have the same painting behind me, and they just listen to it, or they clean their dishes or clean their house or whatever. Four people have told that they only listen in the background of my when they do other stuff. So, and that said to me that I need to make a podcast because podcast. Um, you don't need a picture, really, to listen to me. So, and then I have to learn new stuff how to make a podcast. But it's in my mind for a very long time. So probably there will be a podcast with all this stuff that I talk about. Wow. So this was my Sunday talk. My goal for the Sunday talk is longer than normal, around half an hour. I try to focus on having energy. When I lose my energy, my energy is slowing down, then I cut the movie. But as long as I have the power, the I continue talking. My goal with the Sunday talk is around half an hour. So I think I rounding up my speech today. I have spoken about the four different things you need to work hard. You have to have people around you. You have to have passion and some more things to have the gear working for you. That was one part of this streaming. I talk about my marketing road. Begin 15, 20, 25 years ago with internet marketing. And I reinvented myself a couple of years ago and did even over 300 hours short of reschooling my skills on the internet because I like complicated system. What more did I talk about? I have no clue, but I hope you enjoy this Sunday talk with Mikael Avatar. And tomorrow is Monday. And normally on Monday, I try to do the main theme, and the best video is normally on Mondays because this is my resting day. And tomorrow when I wake up, I will do this incredible theme for you who want to listen to me. Make a comment if you want. Take care. I see you tomorrow.